Healthcare is back in focus at the White House today with Vice President Mike Pence meeting today with female small business owners. I'm joined now for reaction by Small Business Administrator Linda McMahon, who is in the room. Thank you so much for joining us. Let me ask you, because we all know that small businesses, I think we all know, are being overly burdened or struggling with what's going on in healthcare, as so many Americans are. What are the specific things they say to you? If you could do like one or two things, what do they tell you?
Well, I can tell you from the ladies, and this was all women small business owners who were at the White House today, so it was a terrific event. They were very forthcoming, and a lot of them had the same things to say. Premiums were too high, the cost of deductibles was too high, how health care actually had impacted negatively their business. A lot of them were so heartfelt because they had always provided, believe it or not, full medical coverage for their employees. Many of them had. And it broke their hearts that they had to look at these people now and say that they just couldn't do it. Even after they had put in co-pays and done those sorts of things, they still, the employees couldn't afford to pay. So we heard that over and over again.
Yeah, and I mean, ideas for a fix on that front, I mean, that's really hard because we're talking about getting all the prices across the board, trying to get that down. It's a challenge.
It is a challenge, and these ladies did a little bit of a press interview afterwards, and to every single one of them, they said it was great to be here at the White House and to know that small businesses did have an ear, that we were listening to them, and that we were moving in the right direction. Secretary Price was there, the Vice President was there, and I was there, and we really wanted to address their issues, and they thanked us for listening, and each of them said, and please, pass and repeal and replace Obamacare because it is just killing our business.
Yeah. In terms of regulation, what do you hear from them as well? Because I know obviously you're the administrator, so you talk to this group all the time. I know regulation overall is too onerous for business owners. We would probably all say that. Are there specific things that they point to that they want help with?
Do you know, as I've traveled the country already and will be traveling again starting in about a week on the Ignite tour from SBA, I hear from businesses all over the country that it is not necessarily any particular regulation as much as it is the volume of regulations and the cost of compliance and the time for compliance. Everything is just way too complex from what it needs to be, and of course each business, each industry is different. So it really is more about the volume. You know, when you have a small business, often the entrepreneur is the janitor as well as the CEO, and they don't have the time and they can't afford to hire lawyers or accountants to do these, volumes of compliance for them.
No, it's so true. When I talk to big CEOs, they say that they have almost as many compliance employees as they do people who are actually doing whatever the business is that they're in, and as bad as that is, they always say, at least we can afford it. I can't imagine the small business owner who can't afford it. Linda, thank you for coming on. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Good to be here with you. Thank you, Melissa.